Metro Z-Bot, what's up, bro? How's your day going? Phew. Oh. I've played this game about 1,000,000 times, so I'm just kind of burning through the chat, really. I think this is a healer, yeah. I always try to keep my mages back a little bit. This little fat fucker, I think he is a, let me double check. Oh, he's the healer, that's right, that's right. Well, I still got 2 healers. So he's gonna stay back there. He can swing, so I think he's gonna go after Psybeam, or Skybeam, whatever his name is. There's Rick. Rick needs to stay in the back for right now. I think I'm about to pop the legs out on this thing. Well, that's the healer, so I'll stay right there. Need to level him up good, but I'll have him go after him, and I'll level up Rick here in a minute. Instead of fighting them, I'm gonna have him go right here. No. There we go. I like tactic games like this. Like Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff. I think it's pretty fun. Strategic, like Advanced Wars on GBA. Oh shit. Alright, finally it's Rick's turn. I'm trying to get him leveled up just a hair. Or at least get a little bit of XP under his belt. 1 or 2. There we go, there's a little bit. What the Riz? Don's gone? Alright, that's poor planning on my end. Get my healer out here on the front line. There we go, that works. The mages are pretty strong, but their MP goes like really fast. And they're weak to attack, so they're... Oh, nope, she survived. Sweet. Alright, here comes Rick. For the finish, let's go. This might actually level him up. What, he survived? Wow. He missed. Knocked him down to 1 HP. We might actually get our healer leveled up before we get Rick leveled up. It's looking that way. There we go. Oh, 2 tags. Nice. Level 2. Sweet. Another level up. Nice. Rick should level up right there. Let's see. Nope. Next one he will. I'm not gonna waste her magic, so I'm just gonna use battle. She's not gonna be able to hurt him at all. Oh, she actually did decent for a mage. And got a double. Wow. And a level up. Super sweet. I mean, she only did 2 damage, but that's good for a mage. Time for Rick to clap. Here we go. It should be all of them, I think. Yeah, it is. Cool. Back to the story. Yeah, my kickback. Oh, very nice. Might even pull out the old South Park blank. You know what I am. I like to keep it nice and cold. Sometimes you need a little throw, though. Just a little throw. Nice. Look at us just go through the raw. I like this part right here, too. Where we climb down the side. Graphically, it's pretty impressive, too. The Game Gear was so ahead of its time, for real. I think the Game Boy had a massive library, but the Game Gear definitely could have went toe to toe. Especially since the Game Gear, you could watch TV on the Game Gear, listen to music on the Game Gear. All kind of great stuff. What, you got a PS3 now? It doesn't exist? Hell yeah, nice. If you put it online, let me know. We'll run some games together or something. I've been playing a 360 online recently. I've been kind of doing that. This part's a little hard since we lost some of our people, but we should be alright. Probably shouldn't have done that one. Also, what? Should you resell your Switch? What are you trying to turn it into? Like, what kind of shell do you want to put on it? I didn't even know people were reshelling Switches, really. I didn't even know they were doing that. Purple color? I mean, if you can do it without damaging it, and if that's what you want to do, then I say go for it. What part are you wanting to reshell? The tablet part, or with the docking station? Which part exactly? Because I didn't even know people were doing that. Oh crap. I need to keep track of everybody's health. Oh, okay, you want to do that. You want to do the Joy-Cons. Yeah, then go for it then. I will say this, the Joy-Cons for the Switch are insanely, overpriced. Like, sometimes you can find some cheap ones online, but other than that, you're gonna pay quite a bit. If you go to Walmart, they're like 80 bucks at Walmart. And that's way too much just for some Joy-Cons. I was at a game store the other day, and they sold a guy one Joy-Con. Not even two. They sold him one for 50 bucks. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'd throw my Switch in the trash before I'd pay 50 bucks for one Joy-Con. You have to solder it off? Wow. Yeah, then I would just do the back then. I haven't played my Switch in so long. Like, I haven't even begun to play it, to be honest. And I've had it for 2 years. Only thing I've actually played on it is Disney Dreamlight. And I played one of the new Luigi's Mansions. I got 2 of them though. I got 2 Luigi Mansions in there. And Animal Crossing, yeah. That's pretty much all I've ever played on it. $40. That ain't too bad. San Andreas on the Switch? Wow, I didn't even know that. They even ported it to that. That's pretty wild. Vice City. Oh, you got the GTAs. Okay. I might have to check them out on there. Liberty City. Okay. Doom 64. Okay, that's really cool. I thought about giving that a try. I seen that on there. But the Switch just costs so much for the online part, too. Ace Attorney franchise. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. How does the Doom 64 look on the Switch? And can you play it online? $50? Not bad, not bad at all. Oh, it runs great. Okay, sweet. You can see, I've tried to play it online. I tried to play a couple of games on there, like the free games, like what was it? Dragon Ball Z. Shoot, trying to think of what it was called. It's basically a big open world Dragon Ball game, and I played it, but it was free online. But the rest of them games on the Switch, you got to pay for the online part of it, and you got to pay for that other stuff on there every month. Like I tried to get the N64, the Game Boy Advance thing on the Switch, and you got to pay like a lot for that. So I was just like, nah. That's why I stopped playing them. I do like the Switch though. Yeah. I need to start doing that. I know they got Black Friday coming up. I'm tinker around at some places and see if they got any good like minis on sale. I like getting the mini consoles too. So if they have anything like that on sale for Black Friday, I'll be buying that. I pretty much got all of the minis though. I just need to get the super one. I think that's about it. Ace Attorney on Switch? Oh, I bet. What's that about? I don't think I've even ever heard of that one. I figured he would dodge that attack. Oh, it's a remastered DS game. Okay. It's starting to sound kind of familiar. I'm going to have to Google it. Now, I think DS is very underrated. I like the DS pretty good. I play the DS pretty much every night when I'm laying down. I got two DSs, and I grab one and play it till I fall asleep. Okay, nice. Sounds pretty good. And I'm guessing they, the remastered version, they've made it to where it has Switch controls, which would be pretty cool. Cause that's the only downside to some Switch games is that some DS games is that the controls, you know. I've got a game sort of like that on my DS. Nancy Drew is the game. And you're like a detective investigator on there. It's pretty cool. Graphically, it's pretty impressive. I always thought the DS had some good graphics on it too. For what it was, yeah. I just think some of the games they put out for it, the controls just was not there. Like, I got some of the Call of Duties for the DS. And the Call of Duties for the DS are virtually unplayable. Like they're that hard to control. They look fun though. I mean, the ones I've got, if you could put controls on them, they would be fun. Be cool to try. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's one thing the Switch I have yet to really tinker with is the motion controls on the Switch. Like, you know how the Wii had, like, Wii Sports and, all of those carnival games. I see that the actual Switch has some of those too. And I have not even begun to tinker with them. Like, I haven't played around with the Switch, motion controls at all. I need to do that. Because that's one thing I liked about the Wii was, it was like an arcade kind of fun kind of thing. Yeah, Black Ops 1 Zombies on DS did suck. I played that. Absolute horrible. Now, I wouldn't mind trying it, though. I think it would be good if you could, find an emulator that would play DS and you could run it on, use a controller for it, and you can get a controller to actually sync with it, then I think it'd be pretty good. Like, graphically, yeah, it wouldn't be that impressive, but, I think it'd be pretty cool on controller. I'm trying to remember, when the DS was brand new, there was some game I had on it. I want to say it was Sims Urban, which I've got all the Sims games for the DS and the Game Boy Advance now. But there was a game I had on it when it first came out that was online on the DS. And I never could get a lobby going back then. But I'd love to try it now. I just gotta remember what game it was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know, I've tried. It was impossible for me to even get past the first level on World at War on the DS. It looked fun. Graphically, it was pretty choppy. But the controls are just so horrible on the DS for Call of Duty games. Because you gotta kinda use the D-pad for movement, and you use the stylus. If they wouldn't have used the stylus, I think it'd have been so much better for that game. Where's the other enemy at? Let me take a look over here. Oh, I thought that was my teammate. Whoops. Boom, we beat the stage. Pretty much lost all of our men, but we still won. I have been using capture cards now. I have been doing that. And I'm wanting to be able to use it on my PS1 and my OG Xbox, at least PS1. I think I could be able to do it that way. But I need a stronger computer. But recently I've been able to hook my Retron up to my PC and capture like GBA and Game Boy. And I did NES the other day. Oh, and I did Super. I did one Super game, I think. But I'm wanting to see if I can actually use my Sega Genesis for it too. I might give that a try in the morning. But I've been using a Retron to do that. Retrons are pretty cool. They come with an HDMI, so that's how I'm able to use them. I tried using my PS1, I tried hooking it up, and I actually got it to do it, but it was very crashy and laggy. But it almost ran it. You could tell that it could almost do it. Because I've tried using my PS3 on a capture card on my computer, and it's absolutely horrible. Like, it's insane looking. But the PS1, it almost did it, but it was still lagging and crashing and making all kind of noise. You probably got a newer computer than me, so you probably can. I mean, I've got a Windows 7, so it barely does. I mean, if you take a look at the videos I've made recently, like the Game Boy ones I've made videos of and stuff, you know, it ran that pretty smooth. Same thing goes for Super. It did that one okay, and NES it done perfectly fine. But it just won't do anything past that. Like I said, I'm wanting to see if it'll do Genesis. I think it will. If it'll do Super Nintendo, it should do Genesis just fine. Oh yeah, I need to go over here. Camp. No camp. There we go. There we go. Oh, now I do have a way now. I forgot. I'm working on doing OG Xbox games. I've got a way to record them. Not with a capture card, though. So I'm still trying to work out the kinks on that. But I'm going to be uploading, like, perfect quality OG Xbox games videos soon. They're just going to take a lot of work because I got to dub over them. So that one's going to take a minute. But with the Game Boy games and stuff I've been able to do recently, since I'm using that on my computer through the Retron, I can use my headset to record my voice at the same time. But with the Xbox games, I'm going to have to record the whole video, then go back over it and throw the audio on. Nope, I don't want to continue yet. Well, I didn't want to end it neither, shit. Well, it's a good graphic right there. Ooh, it saved just fine, sweet. There we go, I was wanting the shop, nice. capture card. I use a Retron. Basically, Retrons are kind of like new versions of older consoles. Like the Retron I've been recording off of recently is it's a Retron that plays Game Boy Color, Game Boy, and Game Boy Advance games on it. And then you just hook it to your TV, or where I've been capturing it, I hook it to my capture card and record off of that. Anything that has an HDMI, or if you got a capture card that can use AV audio, then you don't need a Retron then. I just find it easier with Retrons. I've been thinking about modding my PSP. A lot of people are doing that now, so I think that might be a good thing to do. I wouldn't mind modding one of my Xboxes, my Xbox 360s, or one of my PS3s. I've got so many of them. I wouldn't mind doing it, like not really soft modding, but I want to load, like, I'd like to take one of my 360s and, like, put the whole library on there, you know? Turn it into, like, one massive powerhouse. Like, that'd be cool. Same thing goes for PS3. They're really easy to mod, too. I just don't trust myself doing it yet. I've been watching videos, though. Crap. His hands are full. Let's see if I could sell something then. Oh, wow, he's got 3? Okay, I did not know that. There we go. Yeah, I've been watching lots of stuff on that, man. I've been seeing people basically rebuild GBAs. And the shells. There's so many cool shells out now for the GBA. And OG Game Boy, of course, you know, so I think I could play my hand on that, because I've got all the GBAs, like, I got all the versions of it. I got multiple colors, I got Game Boy Advance, like, SP, the OG ones. I like the GBA pretty good. But I think I like it a lot because it can play OG Game Boy games, Game Boy Color, and Advance. That's where the DS can play DS games, obviously, and then just GBA games. But I have to say, the Game Boy Advance SP, the screen on those, garbage. Like, I like the way the SP looks, where you flip it up, but the screen is absolutely garbage. The brightness and the coloring is way off. But the OG Game Boy Advance, the original one, screen's perfect. Because I think the DS actually plays advanced games pretty well. And a lot of people have been modding the DS recently. I've been seeing a lot of that. Especially since now the DS, I mean the DS has always been online, but it's been gaining traction a lot recently. Only bad thing about the DS is when you try to hook it up to the internet, you have to use an unsecured hotspot. And it doesn't really want to connect to that. So that's kind of hard to do, because every time you turn around, it cuts off on you, cuts off the internet. Scrap what? Oh, dude, I'm about to get whooped up on probably. Let's see, yep. That fire damage. Yeah, I forgot about that too. That's another thing about the Switch. When I first got it and I did the what do you call it, Animal Crossing? Pretty much Animal Crossing alone took up the whole SD card. So you do have to have big SD cards for the Switch. And that I don't like. Because that was the only thing I could have on there, it was that Animal Crossing. Which pretty much the main reason I bought the Switch was for Animal Crossing. But still, the one game takes up the whole memory. So I can't remember what size SD card I got in mine now, but I went to GameStop and bought one. You could put any kind of SD card in it though. Out of all the you know, the PS4, Xbox One, PS5, whatever, Switch is definitely my favorite console out of all of them. But I've only played a handful of games on it, so I really don't have any real experience on it. But I do like the Switch better. Yeah, 2 terabytes is pretty good. I remember back in the day before Switch and all of them came out, and everybody was going crazy over terabyte hard drives and all this and that. Everybody was like, oh, everybody said that was like basically the max of everything, and now 1 terabyte is like nothing now. Simon, okay, hell yeah. Now, I did play that recently. I went to a gaming museum, and in the museum they had a Switch with Smash Bros on there for everybody to play, and I actually got to try it out finally, and so that was pretty cool. I only played like 2 rounds of it, and I was Cloud from Final Fantasy, so that was pretty cool. Would have played it more, but so many people have played that Switch there that the controllers were pretty damaged, so they didn't work that well. Yeah, the games now are huge. They take up a lot of space. But when you look back at it, though, the crazy thing is, especially in my opinion, is some of these games that like I grew up playing look a lot bigger than these games now. But I guess it's the graphics and it's the everything else that goes into the game, not so much the games itself. So I think that's what takes up most of the space. Because if you look at games like Final Fantasies on the PS1 or the Super Nintendo, all that good stuff, those games are pretty huge sometimes. And you would think that would take up a lot of space. Yeah, a lot of people are buying that Smash Remix now. Because they're putting it on all kind of carts. That's one thing I like about 64 and Super and NES, is pretty much anybody can make a cart and put a game on it and then it'll run it. Is this my healer? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, I seen that. I keep up with stuff like that sometimes because I be finding stuff like that on Etsy. But now these games that people are making, the prices are going up. Like when they first started doing it, I guess it wasn't when they first started doing it, but when it first took off and got really popular, people were only charging like $20. So that's pretty cheap. Now you go on there, you're finding them for like $30 to $50. Like the game store here in my area sells a bunch of these new 64 games and Dreamcast games and all that, and they want $50, $60 a pop for them. Like Detective Luigi for the 64, that's a new game, you know. And it's not even that great, really. And they want $60 for it. Like, I seen a new Mario Kart, and it was all of the horror guys. Mario Kart 64, but it was horror themed. And they wanted $60 for that, and I was like, hell, ain't no way. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. The story is definitely what makes the game good. Yeah, because I'm not one for the newer games, you know. If you asked me about new games, I'm lost on a bunch of them. I'm like an old school gamer guy. Oh yeah, they are like Call of Duty. Like all these new Black Opses they've been put out. Like about a couple months ago, they were putting out Black Ops 6. Now they're dropping Black Ops 7. And I haven't played any of the new Black Opses. Like, I stopped playing Call of Duty at Black Ops 4. That's where I stopped. And, that was pretty much the last Call of Duty games I've played. Well, the most recent one. BO4, yeah, same here, yeah, Black Ops 4. And I rarely play Fortnite anymore. Like I rarely do that. I think she's cooked. Yep, he killed one of my characters. Dang it. Well, he actually did pretty good right there for a healer. And I did see now where like the new Xbox that's they're coming out with is gonna be like mostly like a computer or something. I ain't ever getting that one. I ain't ever getting a PS5 or nothing neither. I ain't doing that. Or that new Xbox, the one that's like a square and has holes all over the top. I don't even know what it's called. 1S or 1X, something like that. Only one game? Damn. That's what I'm talking about. See, I ain't even trying to do no new stuff, really. I haven't seen none that I thought would even, like, tickle my fancy, none. If I was gonna play anything new, to be honest, I would play VR. I would go get an Oculus. Like, if I want to play something new, that's what I'm wanting to do. Otherwise, I'm just gonna pass. Because I think VR would be kind of cool. But other than that, I haven't seen any new, like, PlayStation games or Xbox games that I'm even curious about. And a lot of people talk to me about these, there's a company called, Limited Run Games, or I think it's Limited Run Games. And, they're remastering, like, all of these older games and stuff. And people keep asking me if I'm gonna buy that, and nah. I like, my games on the original hardware, like, for instance, Final Fantasy VII. I'll just throw that one out there. I'm not gonna play FF7 on PS4 or PS5. I'm gonna play it on what it was meant to be on, PS1. I don't like, messing around with other systems, really. Now, if I had the, Switch stuff, like if I had the stuff on the Switch and it was online, then yeah, I would do that, but otherwise, I like it all on original hardware. Oh, beat Black Ops 2 Transit? Hell yeah. I noticed that with Call of Duty Mobile, I gave that a try one time, and the maps that are in that are the Call of Duty maps from like Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2. So they keep some of the same maps from what I saw. And I like Transit pretty good. But if I want to play BO2 like zombies, I'll just pop it in on a PS3 or something. Because they're still pretty active. Okay, oh, it's my healer. Oh, not enough MP. Okay, well that solves that little dilemma. Yeah, oh yeah, for mobile, yeah. Well, and also, one thing I didn't like about the Call of Duty Mobile is the aimbot on there. Like, the aim assist on Call of Duty Mobile is insane. Like, anybody could, I was getting, like, mad kills instantly. Without even trying. So, I was done with that one. But somebody was telling me, though, that you can actually hook your Bluetooth your PS4 controller to your phone and play Call of Duty Mobile like that. And I thought that was kind of cool. Great, he went after Rick. Oh, only 1 damage. Oh, that ain't much. We won. Let's go. Now, see, that might not be too bad. But another thing, though, is you can tell, like, COD Mobile, any of the mobile games lag a lot. And they, they glitch out and all that stuff because, the phone is trying to keep up with such a, I guess, with such a frame rate, or graphics, that it's not really capable of doing. But, I always thought, like, it would just be too slow, really. Unless you have a great phone. I am curious, like, if you take Call of Duty Mobile, if it would work on a tablet. A tablet would be like a mini little TV, and you plug up your PS4 controller. That'd be kind of cool. That's one of the things, when I tried doing Roblox, Roblox is not meant to be on the Xbox or nothing like that, because mine crashed non-stop crashing. I would get to play it decently for like 5 minutes and then just crash and lag. All that good stuff. Let me check something real quick.